Hello, manager. Becoming a great consultant is a journey. During one of my first consulting projects, a colleague coached me on the importance of client relationships. He taught me three stages most junior consultants pass through. 1. Data gatherers. Some junior consultants see their clients as a means to receive data. Interactions like these are transactional. Strong client relationships can hardly evolve. 2. Co-creators. At some point, junior consultants understand that a solution is much stronger when not developed alone, but together with a client. Co-creating solutions are key to creating buy-in and building relationships. And 3. Trusted advisors. Consultants should be aspired and perceived as trusted advisors. They interact with clients not only on topics related to the project scope, but developing themselves into sparring partners for all business-related matters. Moving from data gathering to building trust-based relationship is not an easy task and will take effort and time. Though in my experience it is very much worth it. Let's talk a little bit about McKinsey's influence model of leading change. McKinsey's influence model of leading change lays out 4 key things that leaders should do to effectively lead change. 1. Foster understanding and conviction. 2. Reinforce with formal mechanisms. 3. Develop talent and skills. 4. Role modeling. McKinsey's influence model of leading change lays out 4 key things that leaders need to do to ensure that they can effectively lead change. Each one of these steps affects how people on receiving think about and experience change. As managers and consultants, if you get these aspects right, then you may experience a successful change in mindset and behaviors as you are desiring. Foster understanding and conviction. As with all change models, one of your first activities when leading change is to get buy-in. The people you are asking to change should understand why a change is in their interest or importance. Furthermore, you should catalyze their willingness and determination to change. There are several ways to develop their understanding and their conviction. First, we know that people are emotional beings, hence connect with stories and emotional content. Connecting to them through such content is much stronger than through facts and data. Next, we also know that people relate to things or ideas that they create themselves or contribute to. Hence, it's worth exploring how to co-create the changes you aim to achieve with your team. Explaining a situation, asking for their thoughts, and eliciting feedback and feed forward on the future roadmap is a great first step. Remember that people traverse their emotional change journey and responses to change at different paces. Often the individuals leading change further ahead in the change journey than others. Hence, it's crucial to slow down, reiterate key messages, and listen to feedback. Often those leading changes think that they have been explained and communicated well. However, in our reality, their target audience has not understood their messages at all. Reinforce with formal mechanisms. The second step of McKinsey's influence model of leading change is to reinforce formal mechanisms. Reinforcement theory means that our actions have consequences, either positive or negative. For example, if we do something good, we may receive a good outcome, such as a huge bonus. On the other hand, our bad actions may attract a negative outcome, such as a low performance rating or a reprimand. Such reinforcements steer individuals towards certain behaviors. Consequently, there are many different types of reinforcement mechanisms. For example, we can have informal reinforcement, such as your boss frowning when you make a bad suggestion. Other reinforcements could be formal, such as a contractual commission-based bonus structure. Such factors affect an individual's motivations and future behaviors. When you're leading change, it's important to make sure that your formal organizational mechanisms are designed to reinforce the behaviors you want. For example, as part of a behavioral change program, start by categorizing your formal mechanisms, then review them one by one. As you review, change, or refine them to ensure that the mechanisms support your desired behaviors, note that people are clever and will try to gain any metrics that you haven't comprehensively thought throughout. Develop talent and skills, and this is crucial. Change almost always involves the introduction of moving to something new. Almost always, this entails a need for people to work or behave in new ways. They even need to operate in new structures, use new systems, or perform new activities. For successful change, you need to help people through this process. You should help people understand the talents and skills, expectations, and how you will help them acquire those new capabilities. The methods you choose may vary, but you should factor in time to support this aspect of change, learning, and development. Not only should you help people with the technical aspects of developing skills and capabilities, but also the emotional and personal developmental aspects of learning new skills. For some, these changes can be scary. Every time they try something new, the inherent risk of failure, social threat, and emotional investment may dissuade them from subscribing to change at a subconscious level. To overcome some of these challenges, you should accept failure, create a conducive environment for people to experiment and develop, as well as give them time to achieve proficiency in those skills. You should offer additional coaching to help them with their mindsets and eliminate negativity and self-talk when learning new things. Role model. The last part of McKinsey's influence model of leading change is to role model. We humans are social beings. We pick up social cues from those around us. Often, we mirror their behaviors. The Pygmalion effect describes this phenomenon in the work setting. Similarly, the Michelangelo effect describes our need to converge our behaviors to the expected norms in our personal settings. As leaders, you cast long shadows. The behaviors that you adopt send signals far and wide within your organization. Others pay attention to the things that you pay attention to, and ignore those that you ignore. If you are early to the office in the morning, others will be. If you permit poor behaviors in meetings, so will others. So, one of the most powerful tools of leadership is role modeling. As a leader, if you are to lead change well, you should role model the new behaviors and ways of working you wish others to adopt. You need to pay attention to the changes and focus on them. After all, if you say they are important and then ignore them, then so will everyone else. It's worth noting that true leaders are hugely important when it comes to role modeling. They are notable influencers within your organization. Organizational networks are complex, and many people develop social power that you may be unaware of. When leading change, it's important that you try and collect influential role modeling. to promote the new behaviors or changes you want them to embed. Said this, I hope that this McKinsey influence model is of your interest. I live by one motto, and this motto or way of living and thinking was taught to me by Robert Kiyosaki. He says, if you expect a paycheck after every interaction, you will think like in a very narrow way. And even more if you are employee or self-employed, in which you deliver time and also deliver deliverables and projects. So, if you feel interested in change management, McKinsey model, strategic planning, and performance management, please feel free to contact me. I will develop a project together in which I will always live with Robert Kiyosaki motto. That is, I will only ask for a payment or a retribution based on your advancement, on your results, and your betterment of things within your team or business unit. So, open up. Let's talk. There is no hidden fees or hidden payments. If you get results, your team gets better, your KPIs improve, then we can discuss some form of retribution. If no, no strings attached. Said that, I hope that you feel interested. See you in my next video, and feel free to reach out. This was Victor Marron, Strategic Planning and Performance Management Coach. I am very based in change management, strategy, and ways to be more productive in a personal way, a team way, a business unit way, or an organizational scale. Thank you. See you soon. Goodbye.